What's up? Welcome to another training where I'm going to show you how to replicate Eli Wilde's 5-day challenge. And he's got a landing page here. I'm going to show you how to do that. We're not going to be wasting too much time on this. We're going to be this is the thank you page after you register for opt-in for the 5-day challenge. And then he has an upgrade to VIP access that takes to the checkout page that looks like this. I'm going to show you how to build this using WordPress, Elementor, WooCommerce, and cart flows. And if you want a head start, go ask me I have a blueprint that's got all these already installed, ready for you to start designing, and just ask me for an invite and I'll give it to you. So let's get to it. This is a dashboard of our blueprint where everything is already installed. We have installed a one-click site. What happened was we went to Appearance, Starter Templates, and then we chose one of these sites and we imported with one click. Basically, if you're using the free version, you have to choose one that's not premium. So let's say maybe it was this. You click on it and just say import complete site. Once it's done, you can either customize it by clicking on customize, or you can do what we are about to do now and start working on this funnel. Okay, so first things first, this is the landing page of the sales funnel. And when you click on this, it creates this pop-up. We're not going to be doing a pop-up. We're going to be placing this opt-in right on the landing page. So I don't think this is a good user experience. I don't understand why they would do this. It's just weird. So we're going to put that opt-in right here, and I'll show you how to do that. And then we are going to create the product, the VIP access product. Sorry guys. The VIP access product that is used on the checkout page. I'm going to show you how to do this completely free, no money, no paying for expensive software, anything like that. I have some music in the background. If you guys don't like it, let me know. I won't use it again. Leave it in the comments, let me know. If it sucks, you gotta let me know. Okay, so let's go back to our dashboard. As I said, we have WordPress, WooCommerce, cart flows, and Elementor installed to do this. These are all free plugins, and if you want, I've got these already set up for you. And once you have opted in and you follow all the tutorials, you will have access to this, and you will do exactly what I will do to get this working. So first things first, we need to create the products. They have to exist before we create the funnel. And what I'm going to do is click on all products. It'll take us to this. And we're going to create the free opt-in, because what happens is on that funnel, you opt in for the 5-day challenge, which is free. It takes you to the thank you page, and then on the thank you page, you can upgrade to a paid, the VIP experience, which is paid, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'm just going to give this a name. Let's call this 5-day sales challenge. It's going to be a long training, so get ready for it. 5 days sales long training. I already say save draft because I wanted to save the whatchamacallit. I want this to be saved. And then it's a simple product, but it's free, so we have to click on virtual. Downloadable, if you want to give the user something, click on downloadable. There's many videos on that. We're not going to do that here because it's only for registration to the 5-day challenge. So regular price, let's say regular price is, let's give it a fake price let's call it $270, but in reality it's $0. It has to be $0, otherwise this won't work as an opt-in. Okay? Oops. Next thing is we're going to click on advanced, and you're going to write a purchase note here. This is basically information that you can be sending the user. Once they opt in, they will get an email telling them they've opted in, and the information here will be sent to them. So let's say you want to give them some extra information. Maybe you want to give them a link to a Facebook group. You will put that here. Remember that if you want to write a link, so you would say my Facebook group is here, and you want this here to be linked, you would use href. This is the URL of your Facebook group, so https://facebook.com, whatever the URL is. Remember to close this space. Target open blank. Sorry guys, blank. Close it here, and then we do this. So pause the video, copy this somewhere so you know how to write a link in HTML, and this will be a clickable link here. Otherwise, just copy the URL and then they'll copy and paste it in the browser. Okay. So we created our. This is the 5-day sales challenge. It's going to be free because people are going to be opting in for it for free. I'm not going to be showing you other things here because I'll go through that once you opt into once you get your invite and you opt into the system. There are a whole bunch of tutorials that show you how to do that. I want to show you how to create the Eli Wilde 5-day sales challenge. So we've created our opt-in. Now we want to create the real product that's going to be paid for. So we go up here, say add new, and we're going to say 5-day sales challenge, VIP access. Okay, I like saving the draft first because just personal choice. And this is also a virtual product. It's 97, or let's say it's 597 is the sale price we're selling it at. As always, advance, give them more information. Maybe there's another group for the VIPs. Maybe there's a Zoom link of where they can click to access your Zoom call and have conversation directly with you while you're doing it. I don't know, whatever. Think about whatever. We're going to analyze his sales funnel in a bit, but I just want you to create the product for now. And that's basically it. Let's go ahead and save the click on publish, so this thing is live. So as always, before creating the funnel, you have to create the products. Now let's go ahead and click on funnels. That's it. Now this is if you're using our platform, it's called funnels. If you're not, it's called cart flows. That's if you're using our downloadable blueprint, or you're using this on your own system. Okay, so the home, whoops, what's going on here? Flows. Okay, so my system is not. Okay, click on this. We don't have any funnels. Flows are called funnels in cart flow, so we're gonna add a new one. And all we need. Now, what you can do is you can use one of these, okay? So maybe you can use the online course one, which is free. These are free. The pro ones are paid, if depending on what plan you're using. You can use these if you want. I'm gonna be using one from scratch. Okay, this will add all the steps to it. We're gonna starting from scratch. Flow name is 5-day sales challenge. Okay, design your flow, your funnel. Okay, so it basically has landing page, checkout page, and the thank you page. Now what we're missing here is the opt-in page. We need to have a page called opt-in, otherwise we won't be able to use the opt-in block. So we were going to be use the opt-in page as the landing page. So what we're going to do here is we're going to delete this. Well, yeah, let's add first opt-in and say create your own, select opt-in, great step. We're going to call it landing because even if it's an opt-in page, it's actually the landing page, the page where people land. I like calling if it's a landing page, it's a landing page. Doesn't matter if it has an opt-in page. It's going to redirect us. And see, I'm going to put this here because I want this to be the first step, and I'm going to delete this page. Now we can't use the landing page because the landing page does not have access to the opt-in block. You see here it says no product assigned because we need to assign which product is going to allow us to save the product on the page. So I'll just show you what I mean by that. Let's click on edit. So right now we're setting up everything up. The design phase is not yet. We're not yet doing the design phase. So before editing the design, we're going to click on products and we're going to search for the product we just created. So this is the opt-in. We're going to click on, let's write sales. Just start writing sales. We have only 2 products, so it'll pop up here. Okay, so it's this one, the 5-day sales challenge. Save it. It says select free products. So remember, you have to set the regular price or the sales price to 0. Form fields, you have to upgrade to Pro to modify them. Unfortunately, there is a plugin you can use to modify that. It's free. It's called Checkout Manager in WordPress. You download that and you can just choose the name and the email. So you can modify that with a plugin. You don't need the Pro one. You don't need a Pro. General, that's fine. Usually here, because on a website you usually have more than one funnel, so I would like to give the slug an actual name. So I would call this 5-day sales challenge, whatever you want. I just add landing, so this will differentiate all the steps there, and then just say save. And usually here I like to write 5-day sales challenge, so I know what landing the page is referring to. I'm going to save it there. Let's see what field setting says. Yes, we want to pass the fields as URL parameters, so we're going to say first name, last name, and I think it's billing email. Okay, so these are going to be passed on to the checkout page so the user does not have to fill them in again. We'll see if it's working. This should be billing email. If it's not, it's probably just email. Okay, go ahead and always remember to say save. And the landing page is done. We're going to go back to our funnel. This is our funnel. Now we have to set the product for the checkout page, and we're going to do that by clicking on edit. Before going into Elementor, which is our page builder, we're going to click on products, and this will create a product. I don't recommend you using this. Sometimes it glitches. Say click on add new product, and let's search for it again, sales. And this time we're going to choose VIP access because this is the actual product that we want the checkout page to be working on. So it's 97. Okay, so it worked with the sale price 97, but I want it to show that it's discounted on that page. So I'm going to go back to my products, sales, and I'm going to remove this 97. I'm going to update, and I'm going to apply the discount on the funnel so it's visible on the funnel. Otherwise, it'll just pull 97 and it looks like 97 is the original price. When we reload this page, first save it because then it won't save the product we just added. And we are going to reload, see what happens. Okay, so the price is 500, but no one's going to buy that. I mean, very few people is going to buy that. So what we're going to do is we're going to say discounted price, and it's probably going to be 403, and see the discounted price is going to be 97. And that's it. Now people on the checkout page, if they're in the funnel, they will be paying 97 instead of 500. And they'll see that it's discounted on the checkout page, which is good because they'll be like, okay. I mean, sometimes the trick doesn't work, sometimes it does, whatever. I'm just showing you how to do this. Then the actual marketing, the pricing and all that, you have to decide that on your own. Now, we're not going to be doing order bumps. We're not going to be doing checkout offers because Eli didn't have this stuff. What he does is he talks personally with each one of the people that bought this, because these are paying customers. These are people that are ready to dish out money for your services because they trust you, they know who you are, and they feel like you can solve their problems. So you should be talking to people that are paying for, already giving you money, or are already buyers. I don't remember if I said save. Then let's click on as form fields. As I said, you can't modify it here. Download the Checkout Manager plugin or something. There's a lot of plugins exist like that. I know that Checkout Manager works with cart flows, so try that. Settings, as I said, I want this to actually say something here, otherwise I'll not know what's referring to. Say 5-day sales challenge, and here to no, it's first 5-day sales challenge checkout. If you don't like the long thing, you can just write here checkout, something like that. Landing can be LN, something like that. I like it to read out because I'm old and I need to read things out, otherwise I don't understand. Okay, yeah, we finished the checkout. The thank you page, we're not going to do that because basically the thank you page is what you learn in these two steps. You can apply to this and just add any information the client needs to access this, because this is going to be the thank you page to this. So once they opt in, they will land here, and that's going to be a thank you page for this, and they're going to be invited to access the VIP challenge. So this is going to be the thank you page for this. You can add any information you want for the user here. Let's go ahead and start editing the landing page visibly, like actually designing it. So we're going to click edit with Elementor. I'm going to clean up here, otherwise we'll have too many. Just leave that open in case. Close, close, close. So I'm going to go really quick through this. I'm not going to build the whole page because that's not the objective here. I just want to show you how to build each type of section in a really easy way. You don't need expensive software to do this. Okay. Okay, first things first, we need to add a header. So go ahead and click on this. It's going to be one column, and we're going to add an image to it because that's an image right there. Image. See, that image is huge. Just choose the image from the media library. And you would probably add your logo to it. So let's say I add my logo. Insert media. Now I think it's too big, so I'm going to make this smaller. 300. Is no bueno? No likey? Is no likey. Why no likey? So what I would do here is probably just go to custom and say I want it to be 150 and apply. Okay, that's acceptable to me. I'm going to add another section here, and this section probably has 2 columns. Now you see, design wise, this is not that good. I think he did this himself. Design wise, this is not that good. So don't worry about the design. This guy is making millions, I think, a year. So don't worry about this. I mean, seriously. So this only has 1 column. What you just do is hover here and click on plus. It'll add another column. And we'll just try and replicate that bit here. I'm not going to do that for everything, but I will. So first things first, heading. As you see, it's using the typography that our theme is giving it. And I show you how to do that. Look for a training on YouTube or in your courses. If you're registered on our platform, you definitely did have a course showing you how to do this. I'm not going to show you how to do it again because we would be wasting time. First things first, I want to put this whole column in justified center. So typography center, so I don't have to do it for each single piece of text. This is an H2, it's kind of big. Let's say H3, H4, H5. Okay, so let's use an H4. And I'll write Eli Wilde presents. Next thing is another headline, so we're just gonna pull this over into the column, and I'm gonna copy this, double your sales, paste it here. It's looking good. Text editor, just gonna copy everything. Copy. And in this case, go like what happens if I click here? It might pull over the styling of the page. See, it's pulling over the styling. I don't want it to do that. I want it to be normal. So I'm gonna click on text. I'm gonna paste it here, and this is what it's gonna look like. Now the font is kind of small, so what we're gonna do is click on style, typography. I like using EMs which are relative sizes. And I will click on 2. Kind of looks the same as his, yeah, more or less. And you can do decimal points, so maybe this is too big, you would say 1.8. Or just use the numbers, the up and down arrows, you know. That's it. Now here he has a video. What you would do is, that's probably a Vimeo video. All you have to do is, say video, yep. There it is. Just put it here, and the video will display. Now you see, it's the video is in the higher area, it's not justified in the middle. To do that, click on the column and click on layout, vertical align, middle. There you go, and it's in the middle. That's looking good, right? So we forgot this button here. And we can do that immediately. Let's click on this to get all your blocks. Click on button. It appears. Pull it down, and we got us our button arena. And it says, "Yes, sign me up now." Let's see what happens. Okay, so I forgot. We are supposed to add the opt-in here. We don't want this this pop-up thing here. Obviously, I mean, I told you I was going to do this, but the objective here is for you to create a system to start accepting money automatically without you having to, give people the link to the checkout page each time they ask. So we're going to add the opt-in block here. But if you wanted to add a button, you would pull the button and just style it here as you wished. So you would write the text here. You're going to say, yes, give me access. Type the link here if it's going to take them someplace. But another thing I want to show you, if this is a funnel and there's another step you want to take them to, you would use the next. You don't have that. Next step button is not available on opt-in pages. On a landing page it would be available. On opt-in pages it's not. So you would just use this and put in the URL of the next step when they click that button. But we want to use the opt-in button. Let's see what happens. The opt-in blocks. Let's go opt-in form. There it is. I'm going to put it under this. See what happens. Okay, close. There it is. This is a pretty simple opt-in form. We are going to change the color of this button arena. So click on the block. Style. Primary color is this. Okay, so it doesn't appear because it's probably glitchy. All you have to do is just click on this. There we go, and just move it around. It should work. Style, general, primary color. Maybe the submit button has its own color. Background color. Choose your color. Click on this. Or reset. That's weird. No, I don't want it to. So I don't know why it's doing that. Choose this. Clear. Choose another color. Anyways, that's probably how you're gonna do it. If you're using our platform, we'll fix it up. This definitely won't be happening to the platform. Text color. As you can see, you can add images. No, we don't want images in the button. But that's it. It looks weird, right? It looks weird, so you might have to organize your information a little bit differently. You might have to put maybe the video. You might have to add another section here and pull the video here. So add this section and pull the video here. A lot of people do that. And have the opt-in here, or vice versa. You could put this section up here. I just drag and drop. That's how this is, and have the video down here. Okay, so there's many ways you can do this, or you could put this block under here. You decide. Let's go on with the training. We're gonna add another section here. He's got an image. This is an image if you want. By the way, if you want to change the background color of blocks, all you have to do is, of sections, all you have to do is click on this, which is a section, go to styling, background type, classic, and then choose a color for it. So let's say we want to try this. Boom, it changed the background color. If you want to add more spacing and you say this is not, I don't like the spacing, click on this, advanced. When I add some padding, EM, and just one. See, is that good padding? Yes, no, want more, just add more, and you're good to go. Let's go ahead, see if I can help you build other stuff. This stuff is pretty standard. This is a title, text, title. This is a video. I showed you how to embed videos. Extra titles. This has a title with a different color. If you want to change the color of your titles, let's say you wanted to change this, you want it to be white, you would click on the title, style, and text color, click on this. This is the colors that are available to you. You can change them by clicking manage global colors, or you can choose any color you want from the color picker. Just choose a color and there you go, it works. That's basically it. Let's continue. I want to see let's try and make this area here. I'll show you how to do that. We're going to add, so this is a section, and that has 3 columns. So we're going to go ahead and hover this and add 1, 2, and then we're going to duplicate this section. This is really bad. This is for landing pages only. If this were an actual SEO critical page, this wouldn't be very good for that, but we're not going to talk about this here. We're just going to go ahead. And I want a dark background for these two. No, background, sorry. Default secondary, there you go. And I want some padding around it, so advanced 1. That's okay. Then I'm going to copy, I'm going to paste the style to this other section. There you go. And now we have text with, this could be an icon, a number, or something like that. Now an image. Depending on what you want, you can either use an image box or an icon box. We're going to be using icon boxes. Icon box. As you can see, it's already got the stuff there. Now the text is blue. I don't like that. I want the text to be white. So I'm going to set the color of the section to be white. So hopefully the header will inherit the color. Typography of the section. See, it says edit section, typography. We're going to say heading color is, heading color is white. It doesn't inherit. Text color is white. So text color gets inherited. I guess the color here is stronger on the header. We're gonna have to click on the block and change the styling of that block. Content. Okay, it says primary color. So here's where you change the color of the icon. I want the icon to be white. That's it. Content. I want the content to be white. Okay, more or less. I'm just showing you how to do things. Now, this is more or less what I want. So what I'm going to do is just say right click, copy, and then I'm going to paste it here. Paste, 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 paste. Now you might be wondering, why is this blue? That's because we didn't update the styling of this section. All you have to do is just say copy and then paste the styling, paste style on this, and it works. Here he has something else. This is pretty easy. This is an image with some text and a button. Okay, let me go down. So let's add an image. I'm just going to add some text editor. I could have used an image box, that's for sure, and button. And I want the button to occupy the full width, so I'm going to click on button, content button, full, and I want to say access. Okay, so I don't want this button to take anywhere. I want it to take it to the top of the page here. I don't want it to leave the page, so I'm going to give it link access now, but this is not going to take anywhere because I need to add a following step. Access now. I'm going to copy access now without the hashtag. I'm going to say that this section is called, and click on the section, advanced, CSS ID, and a paste ID there. And now when I click on this button, it'll take me up there. Boom. That's like advanced stuff here. We ain't playing. This, guys, is pretty easy. Let me just go quickly through it. Section with one column. And this is just normal text. You just have to click on this, maybe a heading, maybe some text. And I want to add an intersection here with 2 columns. That's it. And this is going to have heading, text, and that's an image. So I know I might be going too fast, but I don't want to bore you guys. I just want to show you how this is done. Then once you have access to the system, you'll be able to play around as you wish. I like this to be centered, so I'm going to click on the column, style, typography, center. I want this to be in the middle, so I'm going to click on column, layout, vertical align, middle. There you go. And let's go ahead. What if, so basically he's flipping this to the other side. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate this intersection by clicking on duplicate intersection. It's going to create another one similar, and I will just drag this over to the left and drag this to the right and this too. We're going to tell it to be vertically aligned middle, and then you just do that same thing over again for as many sections as you want. This is the same thing. It's a section with 2 columns. It has some padding. It's got an image, titles, description. I don't know what's that. And basically this is the same stuff here. I don't think it's anything different. You don't need to know anything else to be able to build this. This is a section with 2 columns. Just add 2 images on each column. And this is a section with dark background, some text, This is a button that probably brings me up to the top. I showed you already how to do that. Let's go down. Okay, let me show you how to do this thing here. We are going to create another section with 2 columns. There's an image. You always access the box from this icon here. Pull the image over, and over here we're going to have an icon list. So click on this and search widget icon list. As you can see, it has a list here. We want it to be the column to be vertically aligned in the middle. Click on the block. We don't want these, we want only check ones, so we're going to delete this, and then we're going to open this, and you can use any icon you want. There's so many to choose from that you'll probably waste more time choosing icons than actually building the funnel. And then once you write something here, so I'll just write this, copy, just paste the whole thing. There you have it. And then you just duplicate it and then write whatever you want. Now you see they're all bunched up. I want to space it out more. To do that, we're going to go to style and we're going to do space between, and we're going to increase the space. There you go, that's readable. And just go ahead and do that. If you think the font is too small, just click on text and click on typography. Size, I usually go for EMs, 1, and then just increase as you wish. Eli has his picture aligned on the top. If you want to align in the middle, you would click on the column and say align middle. It's pretty easy. This is pretty easy. This is just text editor, and this is a section with a huge title and a button that'll take you to the top, and I'll show you how to do that. So how easy was that? That's basically a landing page, and let me just analyze for a second the copywriting, so you have a little bit of referring, you can refer to this a little bit. So basically he's famous, so he says Eli Wilde presents. I wouldn't do this if I were you, if no one knows you. I would usually call out your audience here, so you would say copywriters and experts or something like that. What's the name of your product? Double your sales challenge. Basically he's saying, we call it 5-day sales challenge, which is not as good as double your sales, because I immediately know what I'm going to get from this if I sign up. I will double my sales. So if I'm selling 10 products a month, I will double that with this challenge here if I do everything right. And then I want them to know a little bit more about what they're going to get if they opt in. You're about to discover the exact secrets that allowed me to dominate the sales and break every record for the #1 self-development company in the world, which is probably Tony Robbins. There's a little bit of video intro, so you're like, oh, I'm interested, but I'm still not going to click that button because I know it's fake. And then maybe if you click there, he's able to convince you to do it. Now, I definitely recommend you to add a video of yourself speaking. As you see, he's making a video from his car with a phone. You don't need fancy stuff. This guy's making a lot of money. So you can do the same thing, in my opinion. If you're good on video, do it anyways, because people will get to know you and decide for themselves if you are a genuine person, if you're genuine about what you're saying. And then he adds a scarcity thing. It's for a limited time. Get double your sales revenue. It says it's $9.97. I showed you how to set the price with our free with WordPress with WooCommerce. And then it adds a bit of this, really quick information. I don't know what this is. 5-day commitment is good. It tells me how much time this will take me. Final result, you will double your sales, and this is for entrepreneurs, coaches, and sales professionals. So I would have copied this here. If you're not famous, copy that there. Then there's a bunch of, this is a testimonial. This is a result of this testimonial. It'll help convince you to buy. This is actually free, so why wouldn't you opt in for this? And then he's basically talking about the pains of marketing. So he's identifying the problems that there are here, trying to instill in you doubts, probably trying to ask you questions that make you think about things. And then he gives you the 5 features, the 5 benefits, the 5 results, the 5 aspects of this challenge. And then I have a sales page framework. If you want, just let me know. I'll give it to you. Leave a comment, and I'll give it to you. It's $97, but if you leave a comment, I'll give it to you for free. He's just elaborating even more on those 2 things. You don't have to do this. I mean, what I would do is I would skip directly to this part. Tell me what I'm going to get. Don't give me all this fluffy shit. I can't even read the stuff here. I will never read this at all. And I will never read this either. So I would just cut this out, cut this out, cut this out. Jump to this. This I will read. It's easier to read. There's a lot of pictures of him. It's pretty cool. You're like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. You see he's talking in front of people. It gives him authority, etc. Then this is like his the diamond point. He's a picture with him with Tony Robbins. And then more. These are testimonials from people. You need that in my experience. More testimonials, and then this is just a recap of what you're gonna get. Frequently asked questions is important. You want to eliminate any doubt that this is not for you, for the buyer. You don't want them thinking, what is going to happen if I put my email? How am I going to access the training? Tell the people it's in a Facebook group, so that if I don't have Facebook, I won't opt in. Give them all the information they need. That's it for the landing page. And let's go ahead and check out. This is the thank you page. This is the same thing as the landing page. The design part is exactly the same thing. Here he talks a little bit more about what you're going to get if you join the VIP access area. Same stuff as before, as you see. Nothing new. A little bit more fancier. Same stuff here. So, except that he has the link to upgrade. Looks like it was done in a rush, but still it worked. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to build a checkout page that works. Now, you do have to set up your shop, and you have to connect Stripe or PayPal for this to work. And I show you how to do that in another video, or if you're on the platform, you already know how to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight to editing the checkout page. So let's go back to funnels, click on flows or funnels, whatever you see. Let's go to back, click on edit. So we're on our checkout page. The product has been chosen. I'm going to go straight ahead and click on edit with Elementor. Remember to always click update on your pages. Update. And okay, so this is our checkout page. We're like, oh, it looks gross. So let's add some branding. We're gonna add the image. Click on this. Insert. But I actually waste a little more time on this because I actually like. You don't need the landing page if you're on social media. So maybe you make a post. You already talk about what you're gonna give. And then you give them a checkout page, the link to the checkout page, which in my opinion should look nice. And so let's check out his checkout page. So he's got the branding there. You would probably use your logo here. We'll add another section. and it's got 3 columns. We'll see if we can replicate this with our system. So 3 columns. We've added the section already. We're going to duplicate the section 2. I think it's only 1 column. So first, it's only 2 columns. What we're going to do is click on this and click on checkout form. There it is. Pull it over here. Let's see what happens. So it's displaying weird. Okay, let me fix that for a second. It shouldn't be showing it to you like this. Okay guys, sorry, we're back. I had to pause the video to understand why it was showing that weird, it was looking really weird. And basically, I'm not sure yet, but what I did was I applied some styling to it, and now it's 1 column. Actually, 1 column is Pro. It's part of the Pro thing. If you want it, just let me know. I'll drop the CSS to make it 1 column just with CSS, and you'll be seeing something like this. If not, 2 column is the default, and you will be seeing something very similar to Eli Wilde's page. So you will have 1 column here and 1 column here, and what you do is you make this column occupy 2/3 of this. So this column will be twice this column here. Now, if you noticed, now this page is not full width as before. It's boxed in a certain, it's boxed. It looks like a piece of paper. It's not full width. It doesn't occupy the whole page. If you wanted to occupy the whole page, or you want to show it something like this, you would click on this icon here and toggle this. Either card flows boxed or template for page builders. Templates for page builders will make it full width. See, it reloads by itself, and the page is now full width. If you zoom out, it will be full width, as you can see. So I'm gonna keep this format here. Still this is gonna be 2/3. It's gonna be double of this. And I'm going to go ahead and add his information here. VIP access, copy this. This is a heading, I'm going to put it here. I want the column to center all content, style. So click on the column, style, typography, center, and I'm going to copy the text here. So click on the header block, go inside title and paste. Now that's looking a little weird, so I want to show you how you can change that. The lines are a little bunched up. I want to give more spacing, so we're going to click on style, typography, go down to line height, always EM1, and just, okay, that's a little better. VIP experience is just a small header, so I'm going to click on this heading, and paste VIP experience, but that's too big, so I'm going to make it a little smaller. Okay, it's a little too small. H3 VIP experience. Now, if you want to add space between those, the easiest way is just to click on the blocks and look for a spacer block and just put it in between. Maybe that's a bit too much, so you will make it smaller. Let's say 30. There we go. And now I want one even also under, so I'm just going to duplicate it. And I'm going to pull it down. Oh, VIP experience. There we go. Now this is an icon list. And I'm going to click on this. Click on icon. Pull it over. And that font's pretty small, so I'm going to click on style, text, typography, size, EM1. Just increase it. There we go. Looking a little better. And then just write out whatever it is you need to write out. I'm not going to be doing all of them. Click on the block, go to content, click on an item, paste. Okay, so here's a problem. I told the whole column to be centered, but I don't want this to be centered. So how do we fix that? Let's see if we can fix that without changing the column settings. Style, text, icon list, alignment to the left. There we go. We don't have to change anything here, and it's looking pretty good. So let's go back to content, I'm gonna increase the zoom. I made it less before. Just close these and I'm gonna duplicate because I want to use this thing here. So continue duplicating and then just paste any text you want. But as you can see, it tells them what they're gonna get with this VIP experience. This is an image. If you have a signature image, that's pretty cool. These are also images, and this is the checkout form. So I'm going to show you how we can edit the checkout form. Let's see if we can do that. Click on the block, and nope, there's not much we can do here. We can do a lot more with the Pro one, but with the free one, this is all you can do. You can change a bit of styling. We don't like these buttons. You're gonna see if it'll change if I click on primary color. This works. So this updated. It probably is working on the opt-in form also, but maybe in that moment it wasn't updating very well. So let's apply this type of styling. I want to see if we can. So this actually want this section to be boxed. I'm gonna give it a box of 1000, and I want it to have a different background color. Okay, so what happened is I wanted to give this effect here. To do that, we can't use the section. We have to use an intersection inside the section. Let's go ahead and do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create another section over here. Click on the box, pull over an intersection that has 2 columns, and I'm just going to pull the content I saved here. There we go. And now I'm going to delete this section here. And I want the intersection to be boxed with some color. Background type, global colors, or choose whatever color you want. There you go. But it still looks weird because there's no padding. So I'm going to give the section, what the section has is not boxed, but the intersection is. Intersection, you click on the intersection, layout, box. It probably has a default area. Let's try it 1000. And let's, okay, you don't have to do that. Just remove that. Let's give it some padding. Click on advanced, padding. I like to use EMs and just increase that. Okay. It's looking a little better. We can't see the buttons because they're the same color. I'm going to just change that. I'm going to reset this. Click on reset. Okay, so the buttons are showing. Let me see. This has more padding, so I'm going to add padding to this column here because it's really close to this column over here, and I don't like that. I'm going to click on the column, and I'm going to give it some right padding. Go to advanced. EM, remove links so that I can update each one individually. Remove it, and add some padding to the right. There you go. It's looking a little bit better. Actually, this should be. I want to increase the width of the section. Layout box. Let's say 1018. Okay, should be better. And then I want to increase the padding of the intersection because it's a little too. It's not that much. Okay, that looks better. And I want to give it some rounded edges because I'm like that. So we're going to click on intersection, style, border, and we're going to give the border a radius. As you can see, it's showing over here. You can't see it that much, but looking good to me. And as I said, these are a lot of fields. You will probably want to download Checkout Manager and remove company name, remove this one, remove phone number, and remove this. I wonder if we can do that. We can do that with this though. 1 second. Let's go back to your dashboard. First things first, let's say update. We want to save this page. Okay. Then we want to go to custom. You go to dashboard, appearances, customize. You will see something like this. Let's go to the main menu. We are going to go to WooCommerce. We're going to go to checkout. Company field name, we're going to say hidden. Address, hidden. Phone, hidden. Highlight required fields, and that's it. So we removed a few of them. And that's it. That's it. Publish. So as I said, you will be seeing something like this because you have a 2-column checkout. The 1 column is Pro. If you want the CSS to make the cool 2-column 1 column, leave a comment and I'll drop the CSS in the comments. You just have to copy the CSS and paste it in your customizer under additional CSS, and it basically looks like this. This is it. So if I were to remove it, so it doesn't update here, but it does update on the funnel. So your traditional checkout page will look like something like this, but your funnel will update, and it'll be looking. This will be looking like this. So you would have something very similar to Eli's checkout page. But as I said, I mean, you don't need this. Doesn't have to be exactly like this. You want this just to work and have people paying for your product. Then you can add another image at the bottom and you're basically good to go. So we will add another section and we're gonna add an image, pull the image over, and this is a section. So if you wanted to occupy full width, you would say full width. And occupy full width. And then click on the image. We'll choose an image. There you go. Now it's really close to the checkout form. I want to add some space. What I'll do is I'm going to click on blocks, spacer, and just drag it over. And if that's too little, I can increase it to, let's say, 80. And if I want some space at the bottom too, I'll just duplicate this and pull it down. And do the same thing here because it's really close. Although it kind of looks nice in my opinion, but you decide. That's it. That's basically it. Remember that it says if you're seeing this message, oops, sorry guys. If you're seeing this message here, it's because you have not set up your shop correctly. I show you how to do that. There are videos on my channel showing you how to do that. And if you're part of, if you've registered, I show you how to do that. You get the video showing you how to do that, to connect to PayPal, to connect to Stripe, so you won't be seeing this message. I won't show you that here, otherwise I'll be repeating myself for 100 times. And that's basically it. So we've created the checkout page. The thank you page is basically the same techniques you've learned up till now. Nothing new. Look for a design that you like and just kind of copy it, and you're good to go. What you need, in my opinion, is this free system that'll accept payments for you without you having to pay $100 a month, and you're not even making sales. You need time to get your messaging, your offer built correctly, your messaging built correctly, and you don't need complex funnels. This is a really simple funnel that asks for that sells the product for $97, and that's all you need. If you start building these types of funnels, which are really easy to build, and people start buying, that means you're onto something. You have created a good product, a good offer. The copywriting is okay, is good, and you're on your way to building your business. No use in spending all your money on expensive funnel software if you haven't built a product, if you haven't built an offer, if you haven't you don't have any idea what you're doing yet. No use throwing away that hard-earned money. And if you really want to throw away that hard-earned money, just build a funnel with this and then pay ads on YouTube or Facebook or something like that to send traffic to it. If you have a job, you don't have to waste time on social media, although I highly recommend it because it's free money. And that's basically it. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe if you want to help me out. By subscribing, you help me out. And if you have any questions, drop a comment in the... leave me a comment. If you want an invite to our service, let me know in the comments and I'll send you a link. And that's basically it for now.